Okay, so welcome to our Zoom call. It's March 7th, and I'm here, and Colette is here joining us. And anyone who is watching after the fact, if you have any questions, you could always just post on the post that this is in or message me, and we could go over what was talked about. But these are basically short group training that is a way to share information with multiple people, or if there's a question that one person has, the other people listening and watching can benefit from that. So I know oftentimes I've coached with Colette or with Rosemary or Becca, and we have this great conversation. I'm like, oh, I got to share that with everyone, because things, aha moments come up and just little tips and tricks. And so the group training is one way to do that, but then also just to do it in video form. And so first thing I'm just going to go over is our Aim Higher program. So that's what these video group sessions are a part of. And what that is, it's designed to help your business go to the next level, whatever that is for you, whether that's one more party or one more promotion or just one more sale, right? These trainings are designed to equip you with information. So whether you're brand new or you've been doing this for a year or 4 years, it's always good to learn. Like, earners are learners, right? Leaders are readers. And so the more we can be learning and the more we can be filling our brain with good stuff, the more pours out of us. And sometimes it's just going back to the basics and being refreshed and just re-energized. So this Aim Higher program is a way to give you guys information. All the videos are done by our NED, Carrie Early, and another NED, Martine Williams. And they're great. They're quick, they're short, they're like 20 minutes each. They're going to just kind of zoom through some high points. Then we have these group trainings, and then we also have one-on-one training calls. And if you do 4 videos, 4 group videos, and then one-on-one call, you will earn a Team Aim t-shirt, which again is good to wear at a conference or to wear at your parties or just wear around town, right? Sport your 31. So that's what this is part of. So today we had some questions on the team page. I asked, what do you guys want to talk about? And there wasn't anything like super pressing, but just maybe some tidbits of information about personalization was one of the suggestions. And so I'm going to go through a couple basic things, and then we will talk about that. So I will show you, I recently went to Leadership Summit, which was down in Florida, and it was a training for leaders, and it was all about making a strategy for your business. Now, whether your business is you want to do one party a month or you want to do 9 parties a month, you need a strategy, right? You got to take control of what you want to accomplish and how you're going to accomplish it. And so this whole training, 3 days, was summarized in that point. You got to have a strategy. And my strategy is going to be different than your strategy, right? So if you're working full time, you don't have 2 hours in the middle of the day to be doing things. You only have a half an hour between 8:30 and 9 p.m. Whatever the strategy is for you, but the key is to have a strategy, because if not, you will feel like you're sticking your business into little holes of life, and you won't feel like you're in control, and you'll feel like you're working all the time, when even if you added up all that time, you're really not working that much, right? And so you want to have specific strategy and specific time as much as possible. Like, I don't really work on the evenings. I don't really work on the weekends. But if it's a weekend and my husband's playing video games for an hour, I'm going to hop on and do something. So it's flexible, but you want to have a plan. And so I came back from this training, and I wrote down my strategy. So I had 3 different areas. I have personal business, I have team leadership, and then I had developing new leaders. So I'm just going to share with you a little bit of the strategy for my personal business, and that will give you some ideas for yours, okay? This is going back to the basics, which Carrie and Martine talked about. It's book, sell, recruit. Sometimes we get in on 31, and we're like, oh, I want to do fundraisers, and I want to do bingo, and I want to do bulk orders, and all these things. Like, those are great. Those are things to work into, but when you're just starting or you're kind of restarting, which we kind of restart every catalog, you got to go back to the basics, which is booking parties, selling products, and recruiting new members. And that's kind of narrows it all down. But the big thing is all that's built around relationships. And so we are in the relationship business. And so you'll find that I'll share with you, my strategy is all built all around relationships and having connections and contacts. So, for example, booking and selling, right? My goal usually is to have 6 parties a month, because my PV goal is $2,000. Now, yours might be higher or lower depending on that. So I know based on that goal, how many parties I want to have, how many people I need to talk to. So in general, when you ask 10 people, 2 will say yes. So my strategy for booking and selling is to ask 4 people a day to book, make sure I'm hostess coaching, and I call it a value-based party presentation. So that means my party, when you have a party with someone, this lady is probably going to have a party with you maybe once a year, maybe once ever. So that's an opportunity. That party is a one-time opportunity for you to get her some free stuff, to make it fun, and to really bring value. You're solving problems. You're giving women bags and totes and organizational products for a value to them, okay? And that's when you can stand on, like, our products are fantastic. Like, they solve problems. So that's part of my strategies. I want that party to bring value to the people who are in there. So that's the booking. And the selling kind of goes along with that, book, sell, right? And then recruiting, I shared a video last week that recruiting and growing your team is strategic and it's organic. Strategic in the sense that you have to ask people, like, and I have a number, like I want to ask 6 people a day to join my team. Now, when I say per day, I add it up for the whole week. So I might say, okay, I want to ask 40 people this week to join my team. And I might do it over 2 days, might do it over 5 days, but I know what that number is, right? So that's the strategy. I'm going to ask 6 people today, and I'm going to have a personal connection in asking. So it's not just a mass email. It's not just a cut and paste message. It's thinking about who do you want on your dream team and who can this opportunity be good for, okay? And then all that comes through connection. So great customer service. If someone has a problem with the bag, you want to fix it right away. And that opportunity is a good opportunity, even if it's a problem, okay? So great customer service, 100% follow-ups. You should follow up with every order, every party, because most people don't do that, okay? If you've probably ordered from other companies and barely ever get a follow-up, that's where you gain friendships and lifelong customers, is through that follow-up. And then make sure you're having non-31 conversations with people. Like today, I had a list of all my past hostesses that have hosted with me in the past, right? And I'm just messaging them to see if they want to host again, because we have double hostess rewards. Well, some of them I can just come out of the gate and say, hey, you hosted before, would you like to host again? Other ones, I need to start a conversation with them first about life, because I haven't talked to them in a while and I don't want it to be spammy. And then connecting is also through that VIP page. And on that page, you want to be consistently posting, because Facebook doesn't show everyone everything. So you need to be on there fairly consistently and give a variety. There's tons of graphics and everything on our page. And then the fourth part of my personal business, is booking and selling, recruiting, connecting, that's the relationship, and then qualifying. And that goes into when we have new consultants, making sure that they start successfully. And that's part of what this is: training, coaching, and building a relationship with the ladies on our team. So where this comes down to is, here's my big goal, okay? Here's my strategy, and now what are the actions? So for me, I call my non-negotiable actions, thing I need to do every day, whether I have 15 minutes to work on my business or I have 3 hours. And for me, that's posting my VIP page, posting on the team page, asking 4 people to book, asking 6 people to join, making sure I'm connecting with my hostesses, and working on my parties. So that's a small list. It's probably like 7 things, right? But you can get that done in 20 minutes if you are laser focused on it, right? So that's another thing. We want to be working smart, not like hard, right? We want to be, I don't want you to spend hours on your business. I want you to have laser focused time so that you have more hours with your family, okay? So, and we'll go into some of these other strategies in these other areas in future weeks, but your basic thing is making that big goal, breaking it down to actions, and then working the actions. You got to be consistent, okay? And so that's kind of just the basics of what to go over with today. And the beautiful thing is that you have resources. You have me, you have other team members, you have 31 Today, which has tons of training. And so if there's ever a question on, I don't know what my goals should be, I don't know how to make an action plan, that's what we're here for, right? To help you achieve whatever it is that you want. And let me share that Carrie went over this on, I think it was the very first, or video number 2, in Believing What's Available. Sometimes we forget how much is available, like how much this company can offer us. So I was talking to Colette right before this call. You know, when I think about like over the couple of years I've been doing this, the vacations that I've gotten, the products that I've gotten, the income that, you know, I see other people in other companies like closing their businesses, and, you know, for whatever season, for whatever reason, you know, you wish them the best. But the thing I think of is like, I'm so thankful for everything that 31 has offered me over these years. And there's so much more. There's so much more. So even in reviewing what we're going to talk about in some of these other videos, the career path as far as growing your team and helping other ladies be successful, there is a lot to be achieved in that. Okay. So you can either, you know, work your personal business, or you can grow your team, or you can, you know, make a career out of this. But there's huge opportunity, and that's something that can kind of get maybe confusing for brand new consultants, because you're like, look, I'm just having a party. I've just started. I don't really know what I'm doing yet. And so I'm unsure about what that even entails, but we're going to go into that deeper in one of our other videos, because I really feel like that's something that even the Start Swell program, sometimes people don't even know that it's available, even though they got a flyer on it, or even though it's on, you know, the new consultant page. To really know what's available out there, you know, sometimes is that an incentive to go from having just one party to having 3 parties in that month. And, you know, all this is good, and all of this is set up for your benefit. Like 31 is a very, I think, generous and encouraging company to be a part of. And so they really do try to reward you for achieving goals, not necessarily telling you what to do. So some small tidbits as far as personalization goes. I know Stephanie asked that question. I have a video that I took at conference last year. I'll try to find it and post it, that shows how they do all the personalization. And it's pretty amazing. I think there's actually might be a Vimeo on it that really shows. But our personalization is kind of what sets our bags apart from Target bags or Walmart bags, is that you can create it and make it your own. And there's so many pins and pictures and just examples of how you can make our personalization fun. But that is also a way to give value to your customers, you know, so people with kids with unique names, people who have unique hobbies, people who, you know, want to wear their story on their bag. That's what we can do through personalization. And one of the ways that you can really share that is just by getting on there and playing with our personalization studio and seeing what kind of fun that you can have with it. And just because you put it in there and you take a screenshot of it, you're not purchasing it. You can just use it as examples. So trying to think if there's anything else. Oh, I'll plug conference real quick. So conference registration opens up today. I'm going to get, well, for directors, I think consultants might be tomorrow. I have to look. I'm going to get on there right now and register. So it's in Columbus, Ohio. For anyone who has joined our team since last June, it's only $49. It's like 3 days. You get a swag, you get training, you get motivation. It's really amazing experience. I will definitely be there. I'll have a hotel room if anyone needs a roommate. I'm going to reserve that today. And it's just a lot of fun too. Even if 31 is a hobby, or if it's something that you want to really be doing for extra income, conference is just a good experience. You know, it's not just for people who want to always be growing, or who want to hit another level, or who want to do, you know, this as a full-time gig. It's for all consultants. And the friendships that you gain there and the experience that you get there is fantastic. So any questions on that, you let me know. And I'm going to unmute Colette and see if you have any thoughts or questions. I'm unmuting you. Hi, you're unmuted.
No, now I want to go to conference and stay with you.
You should come. You can totally come. Well, you got to figure out the coordination, right? Is it far for you to drive?
It's like 7 hours.
Okay. Yeah, I was thinking today, I'm like, I think I'm just going to drive. Like, I think it's just me coming.
Yeah.
So it's the whole fam. And it's July, the end of July. So.
And they have to make that work.
Yeah.
Keep the bed free for me.
Yeah. I know. Well, that's the thing. I was like, so we're trying to reserve the hotel, and I was like, well, I'll just reserve it. I know I can find 3 roommates. Like people are always looking for roommates at the end, you know, because then it splits the cost. And so yeah, keep it in mind. All right. Well, I'm going to stop recording.